Hey guys, Dan here as a guest of ClimaxCombo, opening some Hololive Trial Deck Pluses, all 7 generations. This one is going to be the 2nd generation, so let's get started, shall we?
What color was this again? I know we just said it. Red, blue?
Red, yeah, red, blue.
Alright, red, blue. And I'm sure there'll be many new players watching, but in Weiß Schwarz, every trial deck, you have a chance of getting more holo or even assigned cards than the initial front card. So hopefully we get something dope.
Mm-hmm. And quick note, I'm not too familiar with the card effects in this trial deck, so if you guys would like to know, just stick around. Our experts here at ClimaxCombo will be sure to explain it to you guys.
You make it sound
Hey, gotta keep going.
The experts,
Mhm.
out of date, rusty experts.
So 2nd gen, starting with Shion, Subaru, Ayame, Aqua, and Choco Sensei.
Okay. You know, I don't know any of them, so I appreciate you doing that.
Oh my god.
How dare you?
Zero Choco Sensei. 3 of them. So another Choco Sensei. Ayame. Yo Dayo. Oh.
Okay.
1 Ayame.
2 IMA.
3 of them.
3.
Level 2 Ayame.
Okay.
3 Choco Sensei. Oh. I believe you got ClimaxCombo with the level 1.
Okay.
So. Okay, level 0 Shion. Akutan.
Wait, isn't that card pretty good?
Yeah, that's the good.
Yeah, that's a good card.
Subaru.
You only get 2.
Level 0.
Yeah. Those
Spoilers.
Shion, level 0. Subaru. 3 those? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Level 1, Akutan. 2 Shion. 3 Subaru.
Okay.
Oh.
She's okay, right?
Yeah.
Combo.
Mm-hmm. With pants, okay. And then from here, we have a chance of pulling like a holo or something. So,
Sensei, level 0.
uh-huh.
Ayame.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Another
Oh.
Axe. Shion. Subaru.
Ooh! What? I don't know.
The good one, right?
That's not the good one.
No,
No?
Nah.
Oh, that's not.
No, it's not.
Triple R.
Sadly. A triple R though.
Yeah.
It's swaggy.
Subaru.
Okay.
Akutan.
Okay.
Shion. Subaru. Ayame. Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Mm.
Unfortunate. It's okay.
That's the one.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
it.
No! Ah!
Damn.
That looks nice.
Nice.
So yeah, that's our opening of this one. So that's it.
Yeah, we'll take over. Hey guys, let's just get back to so-called expert with the Aqua mat for the trial deck. Anyways, here to review what we think is good. We're going to go over all the cards and give you our thoughts on what we think about the trial deck. Keep in mind, we haven't really place tested with any of these cards at the time of this recording. But honestly, overall, all the Hololive trial decks are really strong. If you can get 2 of any of them, that'd be great. Or 2 of all of them, we highly recommend it. Anyways, to start things off, debatably the best card in this trial deck, 0-0 Aqua 1K. 2 effects. First effect, when she's played from hand to stage, you can check top card of your library and either leave it there or put it to the bottom of your library. And if you have 2 or less, if you have 1 or less clock, choose one of your characters in rest and put it to stand. Second effect, reveal the top card. If it's a Hololive character, add it to your hand, discard a card. Overall, really good. The first effect can kind of guarantee the second effect. Like if you play her, check top. If it's a climax, put it to bottom, activate her second effect. Or if you want to grab that card, you look at top, leave it there, activate second effect, get it to your hand, discard a card. Really good hand fix, just a lot of utility in this card. Has some cool synergy with another card in the actual booster. But overall, that second effect, or the second half of the first effect where you stand a character if you have 1 or less clock, even without that effect, it's still really good. But it's just kind of like the icing on the cake. Like if you have you brainstorm, it's in rest, play her, stand it back up, you can brainstorm again. Pretty cool stuff. So overall, really, really good card. If you can get a play set, definitely do so. Next up, we got the 00 1500 Subaru. She's a 500 global for Hololive characters. And her second effect, you can pay 1, put her to waiting room to grab this specific event from your waiting room back to your hand. We'll go over this event later. Next up, 2500 Shion. She has an effect of during your opponent at the start of your opponent's attack phase, you can pay 1 and choose the character in front of her and another one of the characters and swap them. So it's pretty interesting, kind of funny. I don't think it's that great. I mean, it's just kind of funny, I think. I wouldn't really recommend running this Shion. Next up, 500 Choco. She has an effect of if you have 2 or more Hololive characters, she gets 1k power specifically to this 1-0 Ayame and this 3-2 Subaru, which we'll go over later. And her second effect, pay 1, put her to rest, mill top 5 for every climax you hit, draw a card. Good for the trial deck, but maybe not that good for the booster. Next up, 2k Aqua. If you have a marker underneath her, she gets +1 level and plus 1500 power, so she'll be 1035. How she gets her marker is on play, you reveal top card. If it's a Hololive character, put it underneath her as a marker. It's okay. I think Hololive will have better zeros than this, but it's good for a trial deck. Next up, we got this Choco, pretty interesting card. Her first effect is the character in front of her, so the opponent's character in front of her cannot move to a different slot, so it can stop runners, or just keep a character you don't want to kill your other characters, like make it stay in place. Her second effect is when she attacks, you give a character plus 1500 power. So you can even give it to herself, so she could be 3k alone. So overall, really, I mean, not really. I mean, it's a good card. Definitely like a good tech to consider running in your future boosters. Next up, 001k Shion. She's pretty interesting. When your other character is being front attacked, you can pay cost, which is send her from stage to waiting room. Well, if she's in the front row. So if she's in the front row, send her stage to waiting room. If you do, give that battling character plus 1k. And then she has a discard bond for the 1-0 Vanilla and 3-2 Subaru. It's not that great. It's like a ghetto backup. Cards like this aren't ever that great. And the bond targets are, you can live without it. Next up, speaking of the bond target, 1055 Vanilla, don't run it. Next up, 4500 Ayame. This card's actually really good. We have 2 or more Hololive characters. She gets plus 1k, so it should be 1055. Combos with the gate. On attack, if you have 2 or more Hololive characters, you check top 4 and add one out of the 4 cards, add 1 character to your hand, put the rest into the waiting room. Really solid combo. She's going to be 1055 all the time. You don't have to reverse anything to get the effect. You could mill through your deck faster while grabbing a card that you need. Combos with the gate, of course, always really solid. I mean, she's 1055 with the gate 1065, so she's already decent power. Overall, really solid card. And especially for a child deck, it's super nice. And you have 4 of them too, which is great. Next up, 1-0 Subaru, 3-5. During your turn, she gets plus 4k. She'll be 1075. It's not that great. It's okay. Next up, 1-0 1500. Backup, baby. Run 4. No, I'm just kidding. Don't run this. Next up, 2-1 2500 Ayame. She's a level assist in front. And her second effect is you can put her to rest to draw a card, discard a card. It's not bad. Next one, 2-1 6500 Shion. For all your other characters, she gets plus 1k power, so she'll be 10-5 with a full field. Not that good. All the Shion cards kind of suck in this trial deck, I just realized. Anyways, next up we got this event. It's pretty interesting. So you can only play this event if you specifically have this level 0 Choco and this 2-1 Ayame on the field. So when you play this event, if you have these 2 cards, you can play the level 3 Subaru from your hand to the stage. And it gets 2 effects till the end of your opponent's next turn. The first effect is battles involving this card. Your opponent can't back up or use events. And secondly, she can't be targeted by your opponent's card effect, so they can't really bounce her. Pretty much has hexproof. And we'll go over the Subaru in just a second. Next up, we got this 3-2 Choco, 10k. I think this card's actually really good. When she's played from hand to stage, you heal. And her second effect is on attack, you can pay cost, which is discard 2. If you do, your opponent takes 1 damage. Really solid card, honestly. Heals on play, always nice. And her second effect is non-ClimaxCombo reliant. And paying 2 to deal 1 is kind of heavy. But if you use her with other level 3s that get you hand size, like this Subaru, which we'll get over in just a second, it's not as heavy as you think. So definitely a nice card you can add in like any red deck. So if you can get 4, highly recommend it. Next up, we got this Subaru 3-2-10K. Of course, the target for this event, so you can bring her out level 2. Anyways, what she does is when she's played from hand to stage, you can search your deck for a Hololive character, add it to your hand, and then she climax combos with the pants. When you play the pants, her ability goes off is when you play the pants, you salvage a Hololive character, add it to your hand, and then she gets plus 1k till the end of your opponent's next turn for every other Hololive character you have. So the full field, she'll be 14k till the end of your opponent's next turn. Honestly, not too bad of a card, especially, I mean, for a trial deck, it's pretty good. Actually, I think it's really good for a trial deck. I mean, on play, you get an extra hand, and the combo, she gets big body, and she salvages you a character, so synergizes really well with the Choco, like we said, since you'll get all this extra hand to start burning them for 1. Can come out at level 2, and when you do use the event to bring her out, she's untargetable, and they can't use backup, so she's going to stay, and you can even use the climax combo at level 2, because you can play the event, bring her out, play the climax, and then you can start doing all the fun shenanigans at level 2. So it's a pretty good card. When the actual booster comes out, I'm not too sure though. I think at level 3, I think I would prefer climax combos that would kind of end your opponent, because yeah, this card does get you like more hand size and stuff, and she's big body, but she doesn't really help you end the game. I think there's better stuff you can run, like the level 3 Aqua climax combo when the actual booster comes out. But it's not a bad card by any means, I think. And lastly, the climax is, of course, 4 gate, 4 pants. And that's it for this trial deck, guys. Overall, like the cards that really stick out to me is like this Aqua, so good, so good. And this Choco, also really good. Probably, I think, the best 2 cards here. And the other cards that really stick out, or like that are good as well, Ayame, Combo, and Choco. And this card is decent, and the rest are kind of whatever. I guess this is kind of cool. I think you could make something with these. You can make a deck with something with this. But that's all for this trial deck opening and review, guys. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you guys soon. Peace.